Hello, this is Michael Denon, Vice Provost for Teaching and Learning and Dean of the Division of Undergraduate Education here at UC Irvine. We just wanted to put together a very short video to explain one of the key questions we keep getting. What is the difference between online courses, remote learning, in-person courses, particularly in the context of summer session? If you were looking at summer session a few weeks ago, you would have noticed we have online courses and what we would call now in-person or regular courses. We've added that all of our instruction will now be remote. So what does that really mean? Well, the best way to think about it, it just has to do with the feel, the pace, the delivery, and the technology choices a faculty member is making. Whether or not a course is in-person, remote, or online, there are some very common elements that make it a UCI course and of high quality. The first is the role of the faculty member. The faculty member is designing the course, thinking about the interactions that are going to happen between the students, each other, the material, and the faculty member. And the faculty member is shaping that experience and is present throughout the course in all three cases, whether it's what we call a fully online course, a remote learning, or an in-person course. The other elements of the course are, of course, the content and the activities the students will do and the interactions they have with each other in the material. Now, the students are the same. They're the high-quality UCI students, those of you who join us in summer as well from other institutions. That's an exciting piece that doesn't change. What does change a little bit is how the students interact with each other and exactly what activities they do. So what you do in a fully online course, the technology that's used, you want to make sure you check it out, you see if there's any special technology that's needed. Same for a remote course. We have a website dedicated to that. You can go to our Learn Anywhere website to see what technology you would need for the remote courses. One thing you'll get a sense of, online courses, though there's a full faculty presence interaction, are generally designed to truly be taken fully asynchronously, which means you're not there all at the same time, and it deals with that. Remote learning is much more of a mixed experience. There's often a synchronous part that mimics what would happen in person that is then recorded for those who happen to not be able to make it or have challenges, and there's also the asynchronous pieces. So the design and the feel is a little different, the nature of the interactions are a little different, but the same basic concepts and tools are there. And then, of course, there's the in-person, which we're all used to and what happens. So content, that's the same. What you're going to learn, that's the same. Faculty engagement, design, and interaction with you, that's the same. You and the students, that's the same. The difference is the exact methods, activities, and technology that's used, and that's really what distinguishes the fully online course, the remote learning, and the in-person. Another quick way to say it is an online course has been previously designed with a particular goal and experience in mind for the online world that focuses on certain tools, activities, and experiences. A remote learning course is one that really focuses on the same feel as the in-person course, but adjusted to a technology world where not everybody can be in the same classroom at the same time. So at some level, the in-person course and the remote learning course might feel more similar than the online course. But the same goals, the same experiences, the same outcomes are expected in all three modes. They're just different ways of experiencing learning. And in fact, you can look at it and look up some of the research we've done here at UCI that shows that these modalities are all very powerful when done correctly for that mode. So the last thing I want to say is, as a student, you do have to be aware of the different elements you need to bring to the learning. The fully online courses that have been designed that way are really designed for a student who is aware that they're going to be self-paced and focused, and they still have to interact with students. It's not like an independent, off-on-your-own study. You have to interact with students and the faculty member and the class, but you're a little more self-paced, a little more self-focused. Obviously, when it's in person, there's a level of schedule that's provided to you in Scaffold. You should show up to class when class is scheduled. You don't have a choice. And remote learning is kind of in between the two. There's some that's scheduled like the in-person and some that's a little more asynchronous like the online. And all of this are just general statements. Any individual course or faculty member is going to bring their own unique design to it. So you might have a fully online course that has synchronous elements. You might have a remote learning course that's fully asynchronous. So it's really important, if you watch this video, to watch all the way to the end and get this message that what I've said are generalizations to give you a framework to think in, But the reality is these are UCI courses that a faculty member designs with the UCI experience in mind and brings to you everything that UCI experience is. So whatever the mode, online, remote, or in person, know that it is a UCI course with those unique elements, and just pick the ones that are right for you. And in this case with summer, we're very excited in this time, in this place, to be able to offer everything we can remotely, so you can be safe, you can stay healthy, you can stay where you need to be and still take the courses you need to progress towards that degree you want. So stay safe, stay healthy, and zot, zot, zot.